So this is a new Wuben L3 flashlight. Wuben contacted me and asked me if they sent this to me, would I be willing to put out a video? And I said, sure. One reason is I know that my subscribers love flashlights and most of my viewers would benefit from this Wuben L3, I'm sure. And also, most of the, I'm such a small channel, I've only got, I don't know, 2,800, something like that, subscribers. New channel, only been around a year. I don't get too many new tools to review. Most of the tools I get, I buy my own. 95% of the tools you see me reviewing, when I do all of these different pliers, wrenches, and water pump pliers, I purchase those with my own money. So anytime a company like Wuben wants to send me out a free tool to review, I will definitely take it, and I appreciate it. So this is the new Wuben L3. As you can see, it's more of your standard flashlight, round. It is 5.5 inches long. Fits in the hand very well. Now I presume by looking at it, I think this is more of a spotlight. I typically go now in my bags, I have this. This is a Surefire stiletto. This is more of a broadcast type light. So if I'm going, you know, in crawl space or in an attic, I'll bring this because it's a broadcast light. It's 500 lumens, plenty power. A lot of times I'll use this little Wuben E7. This Wuben E7, what I like about these two Wuben lights is they're interchangeable batteries. So I bought this extra 18350 to put in here. If I'm working somewhere and have this up and it goes dead, I don't have to recharge it. I could just swap out the battery. The only downfall of that is you keep swapping out the batteries on these things, you will probably wear out your O-rings, and they do give you two different O-rings right here. There is an O-ring up front where the charger is, and there's an O-ring in the back where this battery is. So speaking of the battery, let's take a look at that real quick. So this is a 21700, 4800 milliamp battery, very large battery. They probably need a large battery because you can also charge out with it. It's 18 watts in and 18 watts out. Now, out charging, I saw, I think it was Doc over at Last Best Tool put out a video, and he actually tested that, and it was only outputting 8 watts out. So, you know, it says up to, I think it's 13 watts. I think he said it's up to 13 watts charging. Yeah, so I just checked and I was right. It's 18 watts, up to 18 watts discharge and interior charging. So let's look at this. This is the runtime. If you have it on turbo, which is 3,000 lumens, they really don't give a runtime, but you're not going to keep it on turbo that long. If you have it on high, it starts out at 1,500 lumens for 4 minutes, and it drops down to 1,100 lumens. It'll run for 2.5 hours on that 1,100 lumens. You can see here medium is 500 lumens for 6 hours, low is 150 lumens for 20 hours, so it keeps going. This thing is supposed to be good for underwater for 2 meters. We're getting ready to check that. I'm going to go take it and throw it in the pool out back. We'll take a look and see if it works. With this one, the charging is up front, like I showed you, and the battery's in the back. Now for the charging, the only thing that concerns me a little bit about throwing this thing in the water is you unscrew this front cap here, you pull it up, and there's your charging port. Now it does have an O-ring here, which should protect it, but I'm a little leery of it, so to close it, you just pull it down. I probably unscrewed it way too many times. You don't have to unscrew it that long. And close it. So let's look. You just spin it till it slides up, a couple of turns, and then you slide it down and protects your charging port. Comes with a very, very stiff belt clip here. Might try to take it off. I don't know. I may use the belt clip, but it's kind of bulky that way. If I have a pouch, if I have something in my bag where I could just sit it in there, I may take this out. But like I said, usually I'm using the Surefire stiletto here. It's the flat wedge shape 500, and it's got a good broadcast light. This one, I'm assuming 3,000 lumen is going to really throw a good beam. So sometimes you want a spotlight type flashlight, and sometimes you want a broadcast. I think these two in the bag would be perfect. So let's see how it works. It's got this one button in the rear, right? It's just one button. You press, full press. Let's see what that is. That's on high, and that's off. So if you go back to it, it stays on high. You want to change it, you click it, goes down to medium, low. There's your moon setting, right? If I want to turn it off from there and I go back, it remembers and it goes right back to the moon setting. So whatever your last setting is, that's what it's going to remember. Then I could click it off. Let's see, 2 half clicks. Let's try half clicks. There we go. There's your strobe, and you also have an SOS on here also. I want to leave it in the, let's see, bright right there. So I'm going to turn it off, and then if I turn it back on, it's going to be on high. If I press the button and hold it on the tailpiece, it goes to your 3000 lumen, and man, I can really feel that, the heat coming off of that thing on my hand here. So like I said, it goes to 1500 lumens for 4 minutes, and it goes down to 1100 lumens. You can keep it on that for 2.5 hours if you want to. Let's go see if this thing is waterproof. All right, let's start out with about 3 inches of water. See if it works in 3 inches of water. Yep. Seems to work fine in 3 inches of water. I guess the real test will be when we take it out in the pool. Okay, I got this handy dandy pickup tool here. I'm gonna throw it on this front step here, which is about 2.5, 3 feet. Let's get it set. I don't know if I could. There you go. Get it where it's strobing. And let's just put it in the pool and see what happens. Okay, it's down there strobing. So that's about 2.5, 3 feet. Seems to be working fine. Let's get it out. Turn it off. Let's see. All right, works fine. So I tell you, I'm pretty impressed with this new Wuben L3. You can still see it's got water all over it. It does work well underwater. Looks like these O-rings on the battery side and the charger side did its thing. Doesn't seem to be any problems. Does come with these 2 extra O-rings. And you get plenty of runtime with it, with a very large battery that you can charge in and out. So this thing will definitely be going in the bag. I appreciate you guys watching. See you next week.